Hello guys, welcome to i-tutor. Yesterday we covered the teaching aptitude unit. So we covered all the topics and today we will discuss the MCQs related to teaching aptitude unit. So 20 questions I will discuss today. If you have any doubts, you can comment it on comment box. Okay, so let's begin the questions. Which of the following set of statements best describes the nature and objective of teaching? That's the first question. Which of the following sets of statements? So you just read the statement first and indicate your answer by selecting from the code. Here, 4 codes also here. You can select it from there. So first statement is, A statement is teaching and learning are integrally related. And B, there is no difference between teaching and training. Okay. And the C, concern of all teaching is to ensure some kind of transformation in students. All good teaching is formal in nature. And next one is, a teacher is a senior person. And F, its teaching is a social act, whereas learning is a personal act. Okay. And here what all are the statements are best to describe the nature and objective of teaching. We already studied the nature and objective of teacher, so you can select it from here, the best description from here, that is A, C and F. A is teaching and learning are integrally related, right? And the C, concern of all teaching is to ensure some kind of transformation in subjects. And F, teaching is a social act, whereas learning is a personal act. So these three are the best statements describe the nature and objective of teaching. So here answer is 3. And the second question is, which of the following learner characteristics is highly related to effectiveness of teaching? And the first one is prior experience of the learner. Second, educational status of the parents of the learner. And third, peer groups of the learner. And fourth one is family size from which the learner comes. Here the answer is first one. It's a prior experience of the learner. So which of the following learner's characteristics are the highly related to effectiveness? So if learner have prior experience, it is good for the teaching purpose, right? So its answer is first. And the third question is, it's reasoning and assertion question. Here assertion A is, all teaching should aim at ensuring learning. And reason is, all learning results from teaching. And here options are both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. And second one is, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Third one is, A is true, but R is false. And fourth one is, A is false, but R is true. Here answer is 3, because assertion is right here. All teaching should aim at ensuring learning. That is right. And all learning results from teaching. That's not right. Okay, you can learn from anywhere, not only from the teaching, right? You can learn yourself also. So that statement is false. So here answer is 3 and A is true and but R is false. And fourth question is, in the two sets of given below, set 1 is indicate the methods of teaching, while set 2 provides the basic requirements for success effectiveness. You can see below set 1 and set 2. One is method of teaching and the second one is basic requirements for success and effectiveness. And match the two sets and indicate your answer by choosing from the codes. So you can just match set 1 with the set 2. And here set 1, A, B, C, D, 4 options are here. That is methods of teaching. First method is lecturing, second and discussion in groups, third one is brainstorming, and D is programmed instructional. And in set 2 there is 5 options are there. And first option is small step presentation with the feedback provided, and second one is production of large number of ideas, and third one is content delivery in a lucid language, and fourth one is use of teaching aids procedure, and fifth one is theme based interaction among the participants. So here answer is third one. and A is matching with 3. Lecturing method is matching with the content delivery in a loose language. So one way lecture, that is lecturing method, and B is matching with 5, that is theme based interaction among participants, that is in the discussion in group. Theme based interactions are in the discussion. And C is matching with the second one. C is brainstorming. It's a production of large number of ideas, that is brainstorming. And D is programmed instructional, that is in the first one is matching with the D, that is small steps presentation with the feedback provided. So here answer is 3. And fifth question is, from the list of the evaluation procedure given below, identify those which will be called formative evaluation. Indicate your answer by choosing from the code. And best evaluation procedure given below, and identify those which will be called formative evaluation. What all are the formative evaluations from the below list? And here first one is a teacher awards grade to students after having transacted the course. That is not the formative evaluation. And the second one, B, is during interaction with the students in the classroom, the teacher provides corrective feedback. That is formative evaluation ka example. And the teacher give marks to students on a unit test. And D is the teacher clarifies the doubts of students in the class itself. That is example of formative evaluation. And E is the overall performance of a student is reported to parents at every 3 months interval. And F is the learner's motivation is raised by the teacher through a question answer session. So here answer is 4. B, D and F are the correct procedure and evaluation examples of formative evaluation. Okay, so here answer is 4. And sixth question is, which of the following set of statements best represent the nature and objective of teaching and learning? And we all discussed these topics, teaching and objectives and their learnings, etc. You can revise from the previous videos of these topics. And here the best statements are A, D and E. A is teaching is like a selling and learning is like a buying, right? And here D statement is teaching is a kind of delivery of knowledge while learning is like a receiving it. And E is teaching is an interaction and is triadic in nature, whereas learning is an active engagement in subject domain. So here A, D and E are best statements related to objective of teaching and learning. And other statements like B, C are not related to this, because teaching is a social act while learning is a personal act. No. And the teaching implies learning, whereas learning does not imply teaching. That's also not correct. So A, D and E are the correct answer here. And seventh question is, from the list given below, identify the learner characteristics which would facilitate teaching learning system to become effective. Choose the correct code to indicate your answer. And A is prior experience of learner, B is learner's family lineage and aptitude of the learner, and D and learner's stage of development, E is learner's food habits and hobbies, and F is learner's religious affiliation. And here correct code is A, C and D. A is prior experience of learner, C is aptitude of the learner, and D is learner's stage of development. So here code is first one, and the answer is A, C and D are the correct code indicate the answer. And the eighth question is assertion reason question. Here assertion is all teaching implies learning, and the reason is learning to be useful must be derived from teaching. Choose the correct answer. So here both A and R are correct. All teaching implies learning. That's right. And learning to be useful must be derived from teaching. That's also right. And it's the correct explanation of A. So that's why the first code is right for the eighth question. And ninth question is, on the basis of summative test, a teacher is interpreting his or her students performing in terms of their wellness lifestyle evident in behavior. This is will be called. So this is called criterion, and it referenced testing. It's called referenced testing. Okay, this phenomena is called criterion. So here answer is 4. And the 10th question is, which of the following is a key behavior in effective teaching? So first one is using student idea and contribution. Second is structuring. Third is instructional variety. And fourth is question. And here answer is instructional variety, because which of the following is a key behavior of effective teaching का key behavior है यहाँ पे question. And 11th question is, which of the following sets of statement represent acceptable proposition in respect of teaching learning relationship? Choose the correct code to indicate your answer. And here first one is, when students fail in test, it is a teacher who fails. And second is, every teaching must aim at ensuring learning. That's also right. And there can be teaching without learning taking place. That's also right. And fourth one is, there can be no learning without teaching. And next one is, a teacher teaches but learners also. And real learning implies rote learning. No. So here answer is second one. First, second, third, and 5 is the answer here. A teacher teaches but learners also, right? And here 4 and 6 are not correct for the statement. Which of the following set of statement represent acceptable proposition in respect of teaching learning relationship? That's our statement. So it's indicate these 1, 2, 3 and 5 is the options from here. So second one is the answer. And 12th question is also assertion and reason question. Here assertion is, learning is a lifelong process, and reason is, learning to be useful must be linked with the life process. And here answer is both A and R are true, right? Learning is a lifelong process, that is right. Learning to be useful must be linked with the life process, that's also right. But here this is R is not the correct explanation of A. So that's why second one is the answer. And 13th question, that is, effectiveness of teaching has to be judged in terms of, that is, learning outcome of students. That is, the effectiveness of teaching has to be judged in terms of. So here course coverage is not the apt one, and students interest also not apt one. Use of teaching aids is in classroom also not apt one. So here 3 is the answer, learning outcome of students. And 14th question, in which teaching method learners participation is made optimal and proactive? Here discussion method is learners participation is made optimal and proactive. Here discussion method is the answer. So here first code is the answer in 14th question. In between you have any doubts, you can just comment it on comment box. I will reply soon. Okay. And 15th question is, one of the most powerful factors affecting teaching effectiveness is related to, that is, educational system. So here fourth one is the answer. Okay. And 16th question also the assertion reason question. Here assertion is, formative evaluation tends to accelerate the pace of learning, and reason is, as against summative evaluation, formative evaluation is highly reliable. So here reason is false and A is true. Formative evaluation tended to accelerate the pace of learning. So we already saw the formative evaluation, right? And here R is wrong, so that's why the here answer code is 3. The best way for providing value education is, next question, 17th question, the best way for providing value education is through, this is through lecture or discourses on values, right? That's here answer is B. And 18th question, which set of learner characteristic may be considered helpful in designing effective teaching learning system? So select the correct alternative from the course given below. So here first one is prior experience of learners in respect of the subject. Second, and the interpersonal relationship of learners, family, friends. And third one is ability of the learners in respect of the subject. And fourth one is students language background. And fifth one is interest of students in following in the prescribed dress code. And the last one is, that is sixth one is motivational orientation of the students. Here answer is B, 1, 3, 4 and 6. So here 5 is not the 5 and 2 are not related to the learners characteristics and helpful in the designing effective teaching learning. So first 3, 4th and 6th are the answer here. So the correct code is B. And 19th question, a college level assistant professor has planned his or her lectures with an intent to develop cognitive dimensions of students centered on skill of analysis and synthesis. Below given are two sets of items. The set 1 is consisting of levels of cognitive interchange, and set 2 is comprising basic requirements for promoting them. So you can match both the set 1 and set 2 and you can come out the answer. So here first set is level of cognitive interchange, that is in memory level, and the second one is understanding level and reflective level, that are the set 1. And set 2 is first one is giving opportunity for discriminating examples and non-examples of a point, and second one is recording the important point made during the presentation, and third one is asking the students to discuss various items of information, and fourth one is critically analyzing the point to be made and information. So you can match the first set with the second set. So here A is, that is memory level, is correct with the second one, that is recording the important points made during the presentation, that is memory level. Memory level is recording one, you can connect with that. And B is understanding level, that is will connect with the first one, giving opportunity for discriminating examples and non-examples of the point, that is understanding way of level. And C is connected with the last one, fourth one, that is critically analyze the point to be made and information, that is reflective level. So here answer is C. And the last question is, select the alternative which consists of positive factors contributing to effectiveness of teaching. List of the factors are: A is teacher's knowledge of the subject, B is teacher's socio-economic background, C is communication skill of the teacher, and D is teacher's ability to please the students, and E is teacher's personal contact with the students, F is teacher's competence in managing and monitoring the classroom transaction. Here D is the correct code, and A, C and F. A is teacher's knowledge of the subject, and C is communication skill of the teacher, and F is teacher's competency in managing and monitoring the classrooms. So these are the alternative which consist of positive factors contributing to effectiveness of teaching. So we discuss here 20 questions. We will discuss more questions also in other next videos. So we covered all the teaching aptitude units and questions. We discussed 40 questions here. So we will discuss more questions also. You can yourself also study through other materials, and you can collect it from internet source also. Okay, so practice more and more questions. That is the best way for the exam. And we will cover the next unit from next video onwards. Okay, that is research aptitude. Thank you.